US-Taiwan trade deal.
Jameson, the Liberation Day tariffs were beautiful. We hit them with 32% in April, then teased them with 20% in August. Now they're practically begging to move their factories to the heartland. Sir, the merchandise deficit grew 54.1% in 2024. Taiwan Vice Premier Cheng Li-chian is in the lobby with Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
They're calling it the Silicon Pact.
Mr. President, we've got it. A $500 billion framework. We are moving the volatile tech supply chain from the Strait to our own industrial heartlands.
We agreed to the 15% reciprocal tariff cap to survive against Japan and South Korea. But please, remember our machinery industry, they need this parity to survive.
15% is a very nice number. Very fair. But if you want the 0% zero tariff treatment, I want to see those aircraft components and generic pharmaceuticals flowing in duty-free.
TSMC is signaling a megacluster expansion. They're spending $56 billion in 2026 alone just to get sub-2 nanometer chips on our soil by 2028.
It's a simple choice for the tech giants. Build here, and you get the Section 232 Silicon Shield exemptions. Stay in China, and you get 100% tariffs. I call it the carrot and stick approach to AI dominance.
This isn't just trade. It's a strategic reindustrialization. We're adopting the Taiwan model of industrial parks on American soil. Look at that liquidity. $250 billion in direct private investment from Taiwan. It's one of the largest bilateral investment frameworks in history.
Our government pledged another $250 billion in credit guarantees. We're making sure the entire ecosystem, the chemical and gas suppliers, moves with the giants.
Thanks to the Silicon Pact, we import equipment at 2.5 times our capacity duty-free during construction. It offsets the high cost of American labor and water systems.
This pact is complex. It brings competition for talent, but I might get some spillover demand for my advanced packaging services.
We're reducing the geopolitical risk premium. Design leaders like NVIDIA gain a stable, low-tariff supply of logic chips.
We are providing the knowledge transfer. But in return, we expect U.S. investment in our biotechnology and defense sectors back home.
Pre-zoned land, streamlined environmental permits, and tax credits. We are making the U.S. the global center for next-gen technology. By 2036, we'll hit 20%. The era of laissez-faire supply chains is over. Strategic reindustrialization has begun.
Opaque negotiations. This Silicon Pact is hollowing out our industrial base. We are paying a heavy price in capital and talent outflow just for a tariff cap.
We are using $250 billion in credit guarantees to subsidize U.S. industrial policy. That money should be used to strengthen our own power grid, not Arizona's.
Constitutional crisis.
Resign! We will block every budget until we get a strict review of this deal.
The 15% cap levels the playing field for our auto parts and wooden furniture. This is better than the deals Japan or South Korea signed.
The double taxation disincentive is the greatest barrier. Congress needs to pass the avoidance agreement or this whole pact is just a dream.
We are relying on Section 232 and IEEPA authority. But the Supreme Court is watching. They'll decide if the president can unilaterally decide trade policy.
We are losing our Silicon Shield advantage. The drain of high-level R&D institutions will make our future worrisome.
The deal deepens our technological cooperation. We stay a significant part of the ecosystem, even if the fabs are in Arizona.
Wait. I never said zero tariffs for staples. We are still negotiating pork, beef, and rice.
Label them correctly. Our consumers must know the difference between domestic and U.S. imports or our industry will collapse.
Agricultural deadlock.
Taiwan rejects the zero tariff baseline. We must account for food safety and local stability.
Economic plunder. Washington is viewing Taiwan as a strategic pawn. This violation of sovereignty will deal a great blow to the island's economy. The loss of the domestic chip-making advantage is a disaster for Taipei.
Actually, by making Taiwan's chips integral to the American economy, the U.S. has an even greater incentive to defend the island.
Reinforcing deterrence.
The shield isn't disappearing, it's being extended and reinforced by American-based facilities linked to the mother fabs.
It's a new paradigm. A new global order. And believe me, it's going to be a very technological century.